Well, it's been a while since you last saw us in game time anyway. Obviously, you probably watched this video yesterday, so you know what happened. It's been, what, a couple of months, I think, since everything last kind of caught up. I suppose I better get you up to speed, I guess. Should we get on with it? Hello guys, welcome back. It is David here and welcome back to episode number 22 of Going Intercontinental. It's been a while since you saw us in game time, hasn't it? It was, oh god, when was it? A while ago. I think it was October. Yeah, October was when we last met, because I'm pretty sure the last game we did was the Sami Enter game. I'm sure you can give me a better idea of that. So we've had quite a few games since then. We'll come back to the schedule in a minute. But yeah, it's been, we're now on the 2nd of January, and there's been quite a bit happening. We nearly lost our job. I managed to save it just about. I managed to basically beg my way back into the job, which was lucky. That came at exactly the same time that River Plate came in and were interested in offering me a job as well, because they sacked their manager. So we could have gone massively upward in our trajectory, but we've stayed with Newell's, which I'm quite pleased about, especially because we've just done that new affiliate link with Leeds United as well. That would have been a little bit embarrassing if we'd have gone and done that and then just binned it off somewhere else. But yeah, we actually went to the interview with them. I thought I'd give it a go, see what happens. They said we were the right person, we were a good person for the job, but they went for Jorge Sampaoli, who I'm pretty sure is a very good manager. He managed Argentina for a while. Because I definitely recognise him. He's probably the better choice for them, to be fair. But yeah, that definitely would have got us closer to our goal a lot quicker, but I'm glad we've stayed where we are, I have to say. But yeah, since you last been with us, there's been some transfer news. We have had a new youth intake, so I'll come on to that in a second. Hector Nora is going out on loan. In fact, he is out on loan, so I'm not sure why there's still offers sat there. He should probably disappear. Can I hide inactive deals? Oh, no, I'll leave them on because there's other bits I want to talk about anyway. So Hector Nora, he's gone out on loan. Again, he's starting to become a bit of a decent player for us because he's starting to get some really good stats forming. Just needs to up a few of them, like the passing, the first touch, the composure and that sort of thing. Definitely the vision as well if he wants to be a deep line playmaker or an advanced playmaker even if he wants to be that side of things. Rodrigo Duarte, he is on his way, into the club, hopefully. He's looking like a very decent looking box-to-box midfielder, as you can see. Yeah, if he is as good as he claims he'll be, I'll be very, very pleased to bring him in, and he can play a couple of other positions as well. Kansalovic, he's not gone yet. He rejected the contract, so he might disappear out on loan. I'll come back to that guy in a second. This Sebastian Zeballos, you may remember from a couple of episodes ago, he is the one who I'm touting as my potential replacement for Roman Bravo. He's fully scouted now. He's still a superb signing. He's actually out of contract in the summer with Lanús. I've put in a contract offer for him. He hasn't accepted anything as of yet, but as you can see, he's looking like a very tidy player. And the good thing is, what I might do, because I have got some spare money in the budget, I may go and buy him anyway and just have him up alongside Bravo. And then it wouldn't necessarily matter if we were to lose Bravo in this window. Because I'm pretty confident he'll be a decent enough interim solution while he gets up to speed and things like that. Maximiliano Romero, I did say I'd come back to him. He is a very good looking player. He came through our youth intake this November, I want to say. I'll come back to all of them in a second. But as you can see, looking like a very, very good player. He's not really anywhere near the first team squad at the moment, but he will become a much better player. I'm sure he's even touted as a promising attacking midfielder. And he's determined, which I think is a good thing. I'm imagining that's good for development. Again, let me know if you think otherwise. I don't really know a huge amount about these things, but that to me smacks as the kind of thing that would be a good thing to have. And yeah, development centre wise, it's all looking very tidy as well. We've got Damien Varela, who is another one who came through the squad. He's not quite ready for a first team spot just yet. I don't want to give him that yet, but he is a pressing forward, which I'm very much liking to see. He's got great crossing as well, so he can play on the left hand side if he really wants to. Good passing, so he could play as an inside forward as well. Again, good tidy looking player who will probably do a job potentially even later on this season. We'll see how we get on. We'll give him a chance maybe towards the end of the season, depending on the state of play. Other people to look at, as Rieri mentioned, Oscar Fernandez has come in, Hernan Visconti, Fausto Comas, all sorts of players. You can see we had a really good youth intake again. I don't know if I can I find what they looked like? Can I go that far back? No, I can't, unfortunately, which is a shame. We did lose one of them, which I had no chance in stopping, unfortunately, which was, where's his name? Cesar Romano. I was so looking forward to getting this guy in. His scout report doesn't really do him justice, I don't think. He was 16 years old, as you can see, 5-star potential, 2.5-ish star current ability. I think he was at the time. I think he was 2 when he left. River threw him a contract his way. He was never going to turn that down. I tried to offer him one. He wasn't having it. So unfortunately, he is gone. Again, he would have been a very good player to bring up through the team, but not to be, unfortunately. Other outgoings, Patricio Acevedo, we didn't really know much about him, but he's left for 195k. Again, they bought in for him. He was running out of contract at the end of the year. I just thought, yeah, get rid of him. Gets a bit of money into the club, and then you can see a couple more loans. And Fedrivski has officially left to go to Defensa Justicia as well. The only downside with that one is we're still paying a bit of his wage, but I did try to get them to do that. They couldn't. I actually offered him out at I think I offered him out at 750 with no wage contribution. He didn't go. They went for it. They offered it. He declined the contract. I then elected to do the same thing, get a little bit cheaper, just to see if that would change things. See if they could potentially shift a bit more into the wage budget. Didn't work. It did work, and he's now gone. So he is out of the club, which is again another big wage gone. In terms of wages and stuff like that, as you can see, we've got plenty to mess around with, but I probably don't want to do too much of that because financially speaking, we are going down a bit. Obviously, we've got a little bit out, but we've sold some players in the last couple of months, but I do want to try, if I can, to keep that balance in the black, at least for this season, and try and do that overall. At least not go too much into it anyway. I don't want to go down to the millions like we normally do, where we have to actually physically sell players to get back out of it. But we'll see. We'll see how we get on. Trying to think if anything else has happened since you were last with us. I don't think we have. We'll just go through, obviously, the games since we were last in an episode. So we beat Banfield 2-1. Nice, kind of easy-ish game. See, Roman Bravo. Casasola is now, for some reason, our penalty taker. He only has 10 penalties taken. I should probably take a look at that, actually. I'll come back to that in a minute. We then beat Colon 2-0. Martin Benitez getting on the score sheet, finally ending his drab run of form. We then lost to Estudiantes and Racing Club. That was a shocking game. We really should have beaten them, but we just didn't turn up. This one we were 1-0 up, I think. Yeah, we were 1-0 up, and then, yeah, we just capitulated, which is really annoying. We then came back with a win against our rivals Rosario. Last-minute winner from Rodriguez, and what a winner it was. He caught it on the volley from outside the edge of the box. It's a stunning finish. And then 2 draws. Draw against River, which again I was quite pleased with, but again we were 1-0 up, so it's a little bit of a shame. Aguirre did get injured in that one and is still out. And then Villarreal did get us a goal against Huracan, but again late on equaliser, unfortunately. So for this episode, we're going to do the games as mentioned again in the last one against Godoy Cruz, which we are heavy favourites for, and then we'll do the next game against Talleres, who we're not favourites for, but it looks, I think I know my odds, and I'm pretty sure that means we're not too far off from being favourites. If we were to win this game and Talleres don't, then that might swing in our favour. So without any further ado, I've spent far too long talking about what's happened since last week, but a little bit of an update. So yeah, let's get into the game. Team for this one, we've got Limusan in goal as per. Ferroni is on the left hand side. We did manage to win back his trust. We managed to fulfill the playing time promise he was after. He's now permanently in the side for the next 2 to 4 months, as you can see, because Batolo has a hip injury. So it could be Ferroni's time to shine, and it could shift a now aging Batolo out of the side. I don't know. He's now 31 by my last count. Is he still 31? Yeah, he turns 32 in April, so he might be injured at 32. So that might be his last kind of knock into the squad. To be fair, Casasola and Damian Fernandez centre half pairing with Nadalin on the right hand side as per. Steve Hood is still progressing really, really nicely. I've just offered him a new contract because he runs out in 18 months, and I don't really want to let that run too far down because he will start looking at offers. He will probably come in, and again, he might look at replacing Nadalin, or at least being a very good understudy / swap-in rotation option for him if we continue to get content of football. Rodriguez Belmonte in the middle of the park. Mariles, Castro and Batistuta is playing. He's had a decent run of games the last couple of weeks, whilst again we've had a few injuries. I'll go through them before we go into the game. And then Bravo up top, who is still not really finding a huge amount of form, so we do need to keep an eye out on that. This might well be the last game, and I might actually give that that young lad a run out in the next game. We'll see how we get on. Let's just shift these guys as I do into the reserves, and they're not playing football because they get in the way, and it makes me look like I've got a massive squad, which to be fair I do. But yeah, Torres is injured. Do we even know Torres? Yeah, Lautaro Torres is injured. Sorry, of course I didn't recognise that name. Marcioni, one of our wingers, is injured. Caligari's out injured. Benitez is still coming back to full fitness. And Bertolo is injured. And obviously, as I mentioned, Aguirre is injured as well. We're really, really thin on the ground. Yeah, it's not ideal, but we'll have to make do. And as you can see, we've got a couple of players who are fit enough, but need to have an eye kept out for them. It's worth noting I'm definitely considering still making a bid for Damian Fernandez at the end of before the end of this season. I've just noticed as well, I hadn't noticed this before, but he is wanted by other clubs, so I probably need to start thinking about that sometime soon. Whether we can do something on that basis. Maybe we can shift some bits around and see if we can get some money together and try and make a bid for him, because he's been a fairly solid player at the centre of the back four so far this season, since he came from, I think it was River he came from. It was either River or one of those teams, like Vélez, that sort of side of things, maybe Racing Club, I can't remember. Can we find out here? Yeah, on loan from Vélez. Actually, he's very cheap now. Does that mean his contract's expiring? His contract expires, so we're not going to be able to extend the loan. We could try and get him for a cut price. So that 600k may go towards him, or we risk it and try and just get him in on a pre-contract deal. That worries me a little bit, but we could potentially offer more wages. Oh, so much to consider. I'll have a think about that. You leave that one to me. But anyway, highlight. Moriles is there. Oh, was it a push? Referee's going to go over to review the footage. There's his nice little slow run over to the side of the pitch. Can we zoom out so we can see his little screen? There it is. So he's running over. That normally means it's a penalty. If he runs all that way. So we'll see what it's going to be. Is it going to be a penalty if there's a shove on Moriles? It's a penalty. Right. I don't know who's going to take it. Oh, yeah, Casasola. Don't know who's going to take it. Jesus Christ. Hopefully he gets this one. I just still need to look at it. But he's smacking him in, as he has done that, which I'm very pleased with. With delay there with. I think he might have been loading something up. I don't know why. He made up his mind to put the effort away emphatically, which I'm very pleased with. Wonderful stuff. 1-0 up to Newell's. As you can see, we're still quite a way off. The top 6 is still well within reach. I think, yeah, we have already taken the points have gone up from the fact we're winning so far. So we are 3 points off Lanús, who are in 6th place. So hopefully we can continue winning a few more games and start to close that gap and potentially even try and overhaul them. The thing with this league, it seems, is the fact that there's just so many teams that just seem to do really similar in terms of form. So if you lose a game, you go down like 6 positions. I've been teetering around like 4th and 11th in the time we've been away, which is just ridiculous. Anyway, Murillo's on the charge now. He's going to put the ball out to Belmonte. Just about gets to him. Castro's going to have a run through now. He's going to have a chance. Gets to Batitsuta. He scores. He's our first player to score who has come through from the youth intake, who's been named in the game. If there is ever a reason to get yourself into the game, that is one of them. Marcelo Batitsuta. That's a lovely finish, to be fair. Let's have a look at that. He just takes it. Oh, it's cool as you like. Wonderful shot from the 18-year-old, and it's 2-0 to Newell's, and it's the young boys, because Casasola is only 23, I think. Oh, it's the middle of the road boys. Didn't really work, did it? Cool, so we're winning, that's good. We're winning 2-0, and that's a bit more comfortable. And as you can see, look, they got that gap there of 6 points at the moment, back to Defensa in 10th place, and that is a very good-looking gap. What are Lanús doing at the moment? They're drawing to Vélez. I could probably do with Vélez winning that one, to be completely honest with you, because I don't think we're going to catch them. I didn't see who else was there. I think Aldosivi in there potentially. Don't get complacent. Let's have a look. Aldosivi feel like they're a decent enough team. They've certainly done what we've been doing, maybe just a little bit quicker, or maybe they've come from lower down in the league from before this save started, so maybe they are doing something similar. That's it for him. He's managed to get the ball. Murillo's on it now. Is he going to manage to get it away? Ooh, interesting pass back to the keeper. Goes out to Batitsuta, who's having a blinder of a game. What's he going to do? He's going to give it to Nadalan out on the right-hand side. To Belmonte. Lovely find out to Rodriguez in the middle of the park. Takes it to Morelos, to Castro, He plays it to Bravo. That was a nice bit of play. Pass a little bit too heavy. Goes out to Ferroni though. He puts a cross in. Bravo at the near post, and I think it's in. It is in. It's his 10th goal of the season. He's been touted, as you guys will know, by so many different clubs. I honestly don't know what's going on. He's had Tottenham interested. He's had Arsenal interested. He's had Teleres for some reason interested, as if they could afford him. He's had. I mean, the good thing about it is it's only foreign clubs who the it's foreign clubs who the release clause takes account to. So anyone that outside of Argentina can have him for 5 million. If Teleres want to bid for him, they're not having him. I will just stick 10, 15 million on him, and if they want to pay for it, they can have him. But he is now classed as a leading player for Superliga sides, which is very, very nice indeed. Interesting that the highlight from the kickoff again. Are we going to have who's going to score this one? It's going to be them. Godoy Cruz is going to close down the shot. Limassol with a great save. Really nicely done that. But we are dominating this game in the first 40, 50 minutes. Where's that gone? Oh, Bravo's managed to nick it off him. I'm not sure what's going to happen here, though. Is that going to be the end of the highlight? Yeah, it is. So who is the Brothers? Huracan and Argentinos Juniors. Sure, I saw that Huracan were winning. They're winning 3-0. Where are Argentinos Juniors? They're not playing at the moment, it looks like, because I can't see them anywhere. Oh, we also did get offered a job, offered an interview at San Lorenzo, but they swiftly moved away from that. I actually rejected the interview. I was not interested at all in that job, because why would I want to go to them? I don't really. For some reason, they're one of the teams I've kind of generated a bit of a dislike for. Same with Lanús, actually. I don't really like them. The square pitch is amusing, but I don't like them as a team, which is weird because I have no idea anything about them. I suppose that's what these games do to you. Batitsuta the nod on. Doesn't manage to get it to anyone, unfortunately. It's gone back to, is that Ibanez, I'd imagine? Even though it's a Y. Nadalone with a little foot in. Avalos, that's a finish and a half. So it's not come up on the screen. So have they actually scored? It's being appealed for offside. It's gone to, VAR disallows the goal. How close was that? It felt like it was very close. It was further away than it looked, but that felt very tight indeed. It's unlucky. It's a lovely finish. Let's bring off some players, then let's make some changes. I'm actually going to give... Oh, no, I don't know if I should. Should I give him a run out? Not yet. Maybe. We'll see how he gets on. We'll give Bravo a little bit longer. He's not actually having a bad game. I can't stress that enough. He's not playing badly by any stretch. I'm just really interested to see what else we've got, seeing as there is very much the potential to get Bravo out the door. What's happening here? What's happened there? Very odd. I mean, Godoy are definitely coming forwards now. They're definitely starting to make a few more chances, although that touch was a little bit heavy. It's going to go out to Batitsuta, who's good. Lovely touch from that man. He just brought it down like nobody's business. That was wonderful. Morella's in for a chance now. To Bravo. Oh, it's 2. It's 2 for Bravo, 4 for Newell's, and we are absolutely smacking Godoy out of the park. This is a pasting. It's a lovely, lovely spread of the play, using the width nicely. Bravo comes in completely unmarked. That's a wonderful little run in from the back post. And it's 4-0. I can't really bring Bravo off now, can I? No. So who else can come on instead? I suppose I could bring off... I'm going to bring off Batitsuta, actually. He's looking a little bit tired. And Villarreal can come in on the right-hand side instead of him. Give him a run out. Because we did have a bit of a moan from the manager of River, who I believe he's on loan from. Because I can't remember. He did have a little bit of a moan saying that we weren't playing him enough. And Batistuta's had a fantastic game, and I really don't want anything to happen to him. And I want him to remember this for a very long time, because it's a fantastic start to his Newell's career. He has played a few games before. It's just his first goal, so his first absolutely stunning performance. He's played actually quite well. He's not had a bad game, which is good. Oh no, it's 4-1. All right, demand more, because that's not good enough. I just completely skipped that replay there. I'm sorry if you guys wanted to watch that. I apologise. But this is good because this is doing out. It's very healthy for the goal difference. Even a 3-goal deficit is still good for the goal difference. That's the main thing. Obviously, I'd love it to be 5-1 now. maybe even 6-7. It's not going to happen, but they seem to be, Godoy seemed to be having a little bit more of a say in things. That's a shocking pass. What was he doing there? It's gone over the bar, but Limasan needs shooting for that. That was awful. Chance with Ferroni from the throw to Castro, back to him, to Fernandez, who's obviously fresh on the pitch. He's going to try and get it to Morelos, but he doesn't. But Fernandez is there to pick up the pieces, although the header goes down to a Godoy player. They're starting to play the ball around a little bit, but Nadalan is there to soak up the loose ball. Soak up the loose ball? Pick up the loose ball, soak up the pressure. Jesus, I'm saying too many cliches. That's the problem. That's a lovely ball through. It's going to be 4-2. Let's come off the post. We are living life dangerously, and I'm not liking this. There's a lot of complacency in the ranks, and I'm not appreciating this at all. As you can see, I'm a very demanding manager. I am the kind of person who... I'm pleased with the 4. I'm very disappointed with the 1 or potentially even the 2 at this rate. This is ridiculous. Corner for Godoy now. Castro picks up the ball, smacks it clear. Bravo's on for the hat-trick. Is he going to make it? Is he going to do it? He is! I don't know why it's paused again, but he's done it. Yes, get in, my lad. Hat-trick hero, Bravo. Take a bow. We knew he would. We knew we were worried, and he has come back and absolutely quashed those issues completely. Look at that! Look at that defender trying to put the tackle in. He was going to get sent off. I think he knew exactly what he was going to do. But it's 5-1. Limasan claiming that authoritatively. It's one or the other. What's he going to do with it? He's going to pass it up to Belmonte. And it's just going to be the last couple of minutes of this game, I think. Are we going to see another goal, or is this going to be the end of game highlight? We might see a 5-2. It was an interesting switch of play, but Limasan has covered it very nicely. And that, I believe, is that. Oh no, got one more highlight. God, Bravo's so quick. How quick he's ridiculous. I can't remember what his pace or physical attributes are, but I'm sure he just runs and runs and runs. Just incredible. It's a lovely save from Limasan. And it's near the corner, I think, for Godoy, but it's pretty much game over, and we're well into the 4 minutes added on. Scaglierini with a commanding header clear, and there you go. 5-1. That's a start to the episode. Yeah, look at that. Pace 16, agility 16, acceleration 15. I have to remember about this guy for any future saves I do, regardless of where I am, because I will keep an eye out for him. I'm gutted he's probably going to leave at some point, because every time I try and sign him off with a new contract, he won't do it. He'll do it, but he won't go for it. He'll keep a release clause in there, and it'll be cheaper than what it is, so I'm just refusing to negotiate with him. But there you go, guys. First game of the episode done. As I mentioned, we have now flipped the turntable, so we are our favourites for the Toleros clash. And that would mean a win there could potentially put us up into 6th place. Anyway, guys, catch you in a minute for the game against Toleros and see how we get on. Okay then, guys, welcome back. We are here for the second game of the episode against Toleros. A little bit of an update since I was last with you guys. We have put in a bid for Damian Fernandez. He is most interested in joining us, so I did elect to just go for the end of contract bid. We've also brought in Sebastian Zabias, as I mentioned before. He signed the contract with us, and he was offered at, I think it's 350k. I thought, do you know what? We've got it spare. Let's just get him in, and we can obviously understand the Bravo situation a little bit more. As you can see, still only Notts Forest and Toleros involved, or interested in him rather, at the moment. But the major interest has come from the club that I will definitely price out of the deal. That much is fair to say. Otherwise, a quick other piece transfer business. Rodrigo Duarte, the one who I was really, really looking forward to signing, is joining Arsenal. So we'll not be getting him. He would have been. I didn't realise he was Uruguayan. So yeah, he will not be joining us in the summer, which is a massive shame. To be fair, he probably would have moved on from us quite quickly. And Miqueias Martinez is on his way out of the club. You never saw him play. I didn't even know he existed. I just noticed that a team had come in for him. I tried to get rid of him now. He didn't go. It's not the end of the world. We still have a fair bit of transfer wiggle room left if we want to, but I'm going to focus on getting Fernandes in, and then that'll probably be pretty much it. Team for this game against Talleres ends Limasan in goal. I'm giving him another chance even after his very weird display in the last game. Ferroni, Casasola, Fernandes, and Nadal in the back four. Weirdly, I got the assistant manager to pick my squad to see if Zabas would make it in, which obviously he did. It put Nadal on the bench, put Freites in at centre half, and then put Casasola on the right. It's because Casasola is a natural right back, I believe, but still a very weird thing for them to do, especially to get rid of someone like Nadal in particular. Belmonte and Torres is who's back in the centre of the park. Villarreal, Sforza, Marcelo Batitsuta is getting another game due to his exploits in the last one, and then Bravo is up top. Aguirre is back and fit-ish. He's on the bench, however, he's only limited to 45 minutes of action. So if I do bring him on, it will be at the end of the game, not at the start. And we may, obviously, depending on how Bravo gets on, or if we're losing and we need to bring on an extra centre forward, we'll bring on Zeballos to bring some extra fresh legs in as well. But let's get into this one. It's quite a different change save from what it was about a year ago, wasn't it? Because I think last year we were pretty much, well, we were selling people to make money. That was pretty much all it was, and utilising the youth. But it's quite refreshing bringing in some players again, and it's quite nice because it's given me almost a different way of playing this. Normally, I'm very much the player who will just scout someone, try and buy them, and then that's it. I'll just get them and I'll move on and I'll try and sign the next person. And before long, I've got no money left. I'm definitely doing a very different form of management in this game, which is quite refreshing for me. I'm actually trying to be a bit more sensible with it rather than just buying people for the sake of buying them. Talking about the game while I'm playing it definitely has that impact, believe it or not. But here we go. Sforza on the run. He's going to try and make a ball in. Just into the side netting. Not the best chance you'll ever see. So he was to be playing on the right, but again, I wanted to bring Marcelo Batitsuta in just to give him another run out. He's had as you know, very decent last game. So thought I'd give him that chance to see what he can do. Nice ball into Bravo from him. Gets the ball back. Is he going to try for a shot? No, gives it to Torres though. Takes a shot and it's tipped over the bar by the keeper. Lovely start to this game. All over them at the moment. Torres at the corner. It's going to go to Fernandes at the near post. I was going to say far post because he headed it towards the far post, but it's just gone wide of the mark. Again, a win here can potentially put us up into 7th place. It was going to put us up into 6th, but as I can see, Argentinos Juniors are already one up against who'd flip. Oh, it's Fernandes again, but it's gone to. Oh, I think it's not. I think it's offside. Casasola's got the goal, but it's going to go to VAR. And I believe it's going to be offside. Let's have a look at this then. So we can see Torres. That's the man just on the inside. Oh, he's miles offside, unfortunately. Good save by the keeper. Fantastic first save from the header, but not quite able to mop it because he was offside. But yeah, Argentinos Juniors are winning. This means we can go 7th if we win this game, and other results go in our favour, which I believe they are at the moment. I just saw. But we do need to beat Talleres, and in our recent games, they've not been the easiest team to break down and beat. So we have got a challenge on our hands by no stretch. It's not going to be an easy game. They're playing the ball around really nicely in their own half, which is confident. The word I would use. I am keeping a very keen eye on Limusan after his last game, although he did have a good game in saving the goal. Batitsuta at the far post is nearly in. I just noticed he's picked up a yellow card for his troubles at some point. But yeah, as Lanús and Huracan are drawing to Boca, Lanús I assume are losing. They're losing 2-0 to Independiente. That would put us up into 7th, and I think we really do definitely need to win this game in order to keep up our chances of top 6 football. Obviously, 7th would be good if we got up to 7th, because it would be another improvement on last season, which was 9th, and we'd be continuing to go up, which in theory would mean we'd finish 5th next season. But I want to be in the top 6 this season, ideally. As long as we improve, I'm happy, but my main aim is to get top 6, and we do need to keep winning these games if we want a chance at doing that. But we're into the second half then. No changes just yet. Batistuta's not having the best game, unfortunately. So we might have to make a couple of changes. Might bring on Aguirre and have a switch around of the front of the supporting three. But yeah, not really doing much in the second half so far, which is a little bit of a concern. We might make some changes in a few minutes if we don't see anything happen. So we're dominating the shots on the shots, we're shading possession, just not really doing much with it. So yeah, Batitsuta is going to come off. I'm going to do the switch over with him and Villarreal, put him on the right hand side, even though he's not playing incredibly well. And we'll bring Aguirre on in that position. And then we'll give Sforza another 10 minutes or so, and then I might bring on Ceballos either for him or for Bravo. Again, very much depends on how the next 10 minutes plays out. We shall see. Let's carry on. I'm going to demand more. So like I say, they're starting to edge, slowly but surely edge their way back in. They've had a shot on target now. Here we go. This is more like it. Atlantis falls with the ball into Aguirre. Oh, great save. That was a fantastic save by the keeper from him there. It might even be a straight swap up top, you know. Or maybe I shift Sforza back. Oh, so many options. Sforza now ball over to Aguirre. Puts it over the bar. Alright, I think we do another change. Ceballos is going to come on. We're going to shift Belmonte and Sforza around, and then Belmonte is going to come off. Ceballos is going to come on, and we're going to play these two as a front pair. And he can play as, I don't really know. He can play as an advanced forward as well, that's fine. Because I'm pretty sure, can Bravo play anything else? Yeah, he can play as a complete forward instead, that will work. And then Sforza can play as a deep line playmaker. In fact, actually, let's switch these two around. That'll do instead. Let's do it like that. Cool. We obviously do have Julian Fernandez. I just don't really want to take Sforza off just yet because he is actually having a pretty good game. So I'd rather not bring him off too early. As it stands, still got a chance of finishing 7th. We just need to get a goal. Comes out to Bravo from the throw-in, although he does lose the ball, unfortunately. Man gets his way past Torres. They're on the break now, Taleros. I'm not liking this. Need an interception here, or at least a tackle of some description. Come on, someone close him down. This is getting very concerning. They're playing the ball around like nobody's business. This is very, very worrying. This could be 1-0 here. It's just gone wide. That was a bit scary. I'm going to go very attack. Oh, actually, let's see what happens here. Oh, again. From the throw-in, just gifting them chances to break forwards. This is going to be 1-0. Oh, wonderful save from Limasan. Right, I've got one more change. It's time for it. I don't know what it's going to be. I haven't quite figured that bit out yet. I think I'm going to bring... I don't know. Sforza's still playing well. Villarreal's not played too well. I might do this switch again and bring Castro on the left. See what we can get out of this. Can he play as an inside forward? He plays as an inverted winger. I'm going to put Nadalan on as an attacking wing back. Do the same with Ferroni as well. Torres is an attacking advanced playmaker. As you can see, I'm going all out for this. I was going to say a rude word then, but I won't do. Come on. I need this win. Desperately need this win to jump up the table. To keep that momentum going. I haven't pressed play, that's why nothing's happened. Come on. Here's a chance. Ceballos down to Castro. Castro's going to round his man. He's into the box. That's a terrible shot. What are you doing? Why have I put him as an inside forward? That's why he took that shot. Idiot. Free kick from Torres. Ball into the edge of the area. At far end. Sforza's there at the end. Going to pass it out onto the right hand side. No, he's not. Nadalan's got the ball now. Right back to the keeper. That's such a pathetic choice of pass. Even if Casasola's the one out on the left, should have played it to him. Ceballos now. Going to give it to Ferroni as he knows he's going to lose the ball, and now Talero's on the break. Frag Japan. It's off the post. Oh my God, what's going on? Is one of their players offside? This is petering out. I don't think there's going to be another highlight. We'll just have to wait and see. If it is, I hope it's ours. But I don't think we're going to get one. No, looks like we're going to end that game 0-0. That is really, really annoying. Look at that. Absolutely dominated the game. That is very, very disappointing indeed. It's not a loss, so it's a plus in that respect. But we really should have been winning that game. And as a result, we go up to 8th, courtesy of Huracan, I'm assuming, losing. Lost 2-0 to Boca in the end. That's the important thing. Both of those two lost, and we didn't manage to capitalise fully. That is a shame. But there you have it, folks. There's still a couple of weeks left in the transfer window, I believe. We'll come back for... In fact, actually, when does this round get drawn in the Copa Sudamerica? Can we fast forward to that now? We're going to fast forward to that now. Let's just skim through a couple of these. I'll come back to you guys in a second for the draw, and then we'll make the decision at that point which one we'll come in and do. All right then. Draw time for the Copa Sudamerica first round. This will dictate what games we play in the next episode. I was thinking about it whilst I went through this. I might potentially just do one of these legs because it's the first round, and maybe do a decent league game depending on where they fall as well. But without any further ado, let's get into this. Who are the teams you recognise? Paranense, Defensa, obviously. Well, I'm not going to mention all the Argentinian ones. Estudiantes de Merida. It'd be fun to play them again. Estudiante. Well, I just said I'm not going to do that. Who are Liverpool de Montevideo? Fun name. Palmeiras, I recognise. Santa Fe. I tell you what, I'd fancy our chances here, boys. I don't think we can play in Argentinian teams. There's nothing to worry about there. Maybe a trip down to Paraguay or Bolivia. Chile. A little South American tour. Still not coming through. Come on. I don't even know if there doesn't seem to be any sort of seedings in here, so we could be against either a really terrible team or a really good one. Real Potosi look like a very, very much a cut job version of Real Madrid, don't they? I think they might be. I wonder if they're affiliated to Real Madrid. No affiliated clubs. They even have a proper shirt, so maybe that's why. We're against Sport Boys of Peru. I've never heard of them. Sport Boys sounds like a really odd name. They're not loaded in this save. I don't really know what to expect of that. We play the away leg first and the home leg after. I'm not going to go through the rest of that. So, what we'll do, let's have a quick look here. We will do... Did we do the... No, we didn't do the game against Gymnasia that time, so let's do those two. So let's come back for Gymnasia and Sports Boys in the next episode. We'll go through all of these offline. You're not going to miss a square pitch because it's a home game. We'll come back for Gymnasia and Sport Boys because I'm hoping we'll have done a bit of the job in the first leg. And it's obviously going to be more interesting to see. If you're going to see one leg, you're going to want to see the second one, aren't you? Let's face it. So you have it, guys. Thank you very much for watching as always. If you have liked this one, then make sure you smash that thumbs up button because that really helps the algorithms on these videos and gets loads of other people seeing these as well. Make sure you subscribe if you enjoy them if you haven't done it already. That'd be very much appreciated because then you get to see all of these come out on a week daily basis. That has obviously changed since this has happened. And yeah, if you've got any thoughts on how you think we can do the save, and probably at this stage, I know I'm jumping the gun a little bit, but let me know what your thoughts are around where in Europe we should go for the second part of this save. Of course, we are doing the first part, which is the continental football in South America, but let me know what you think about doing that where you want to go over in Europe as well. I probably want to avoid England, to be honest, because just give it try and mix it up a little bit. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers.